Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we have another daily dose of dismal Disney for you. We have a Disney restaurant called the Paddlefish, which is a docked paddle wheeler in Disney Springs, and it was robbed by a man in scuba gear.
Yeah, so the restaurant's made to look like a paddle wheeler. I don't think it's actually a paddle wheeler, but it's in the water. Like there's like a little water, like a pond, and there's little bridges that go across. And apparently the scuba diver swam to the restaurant at like around midnight, stashed his gear, and then got out with like $10,000 to $20,000. Not Scuba Steve.
It's not Scuba Steve.
I said, it's perfect opportunity since they own Home Alone. It's the Wet Bandit. But,
yeah. So let's talk about this before we get into it any further. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to news.clownfishtv.com and sign up for notifications so you know when we post a new video like this little gem we're gonna regale you with here. So Disney Springs has a lot of restaurants. I don't think this one's owned by Disney, but
a lot of the ones at Disney Springs are not. But Paddlefish is really expensive.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's insane. It's ridiculous how much this stuff costs.
Yeah, we used to get their press releases when we did the Disney media thing, and I was like, oh my god, that's an hors d'oeuvre for one person.
Yeah.
What? It's like, so anyway, so that's probably why they had like $20,000 in cash in the till. Coming from Pirates and Princesses, Disney Springs Paddlefish restaurant burglarized by scuba diver. On September 15th, police believe the individual put on scuba gear and swam through the water to the restaurant where they stashed their gear and walked into the manager's office where employees were counting money before depositing it into the safe.
Yeah, so apparently they swam, this person, they said it was a him, swam to the ship, stowed the gear but kept his mask on, because then they have a picture of like spray painting the camera or painting over the camera to block the camera. I guess he went into the room where they were at in the manager's office, and they think that they were tied up, and they told him to close their eyes in the corner. And then they said the guy took money, and in like 2 minutes he would put his scuba gear back on and swam away, and then they got themselves untied and called 911.
$10,000 to $20,000. So what are the chances this guy is a former employee?
Well, here's my thing. That's what I was wondering, because they knew where to go. They knew where the manager's office was. They knew how to get on the ship without being seen.
Yes.
That's
what I'm saying. Like
I thought the same thing.
Feels like this guy, he knew too much about the process and when the counting went down and all that stuff. And that's, something, I mean, if you work retail, a lot of people, they count the money in the back. But
and it closes at 11, so this is around midnight. So
right.
They wouldn't, because there was a long way from 11 o'clock until after midnight when they're counting the money, that they have a lot of closing rituals. Well, how would they know to come in at around midnight when they'd be counting the money? It's really convenient, the timing. It does make you wonder if it could be somebody just studying the behaviors around the restaurant for a while too. But if you're going to knock one of them off at Disney Springs, I guess Paddlefish makes the most sense, or makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because you can get to it via the water, right? So the other ones you have to go, through security and all that. This way you can just robbed by scuba divers. I mean, look, somebody could have gotten hurt, but it sounds so ridiculous.
Well, the people that were working there said they never saw a weapon or anything. So I don't even know if the person had weapons.
Oh my God. So he said he was wearing a tight clothing and a blue beanie, and he was slim and approximately 5'10" feet. Yeah. Wow. He said the restaurant opened as normal to guests at noon on Monday. Yeah, it's just another Florida man.
Yeah. So they opened it back up again. I guess the restaurant runs from noon to 11.
Yeah.
And so they opened it back up like nothing happened. They said they didn't see any extra security. Now at Disney, they mentioned this too. They often have undercover people, plainclothes security, and you'll never know they're there.
Yeah, if you know what to look for, they're there.
That's still you rarely see them, like unless there's and if something happens, they'll all just like come out of the bushes and just like encircle. Like if someone has a medical episode or something, these people just come out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's just the funniest thing. I'm not funny that people have emergencies, but it's just funny that it's like the Homer Simpson in the bush. It's just they disappear.
I I wonder if people, because I used to go down there all the time by myself. So it was me by myself, just a middle-aged
They probably
dude.
were watching you like, what's up with that dude?
Well, I think they're watching me, but I wonder if other people thought I was plain clothes because I always had a camera on me because I was taking pictures of, different things for the blog and, videos and all that. And I'm wondering if, people didn't wonder if I was, because they're like, yeah, what's this? Just this guy by himself at Disney, right? That's a little.
I'm more inclined to think that the security was watching you.
Like, why is this guy by himself with a camera?
He's a creeper.
Oh, I got in trouble
He's standing
once.
near kids.
I got in trouble.
I know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
No, which one? Which time?
Oh wait, I thought you meant when you tried to take a picture and they got after you. Yes.
Yeah, they chased me. They chased me through the World Showcase on foot.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
They did.
It was when they were building the Ratatouille, and Neon's tall, so he was able to go down this little thing, and it was not past this. It was not past the mark where it says you can't be passed.
Yeah, they didn't have.
Like, they have a cast members only area. He never went into the cast members.
I did
area.
not. I obeyed the rules.
He only went where he was allowed to stand, and he took a photo.
Yes.
And we left, and we had friends, people we knew with us, and we were walking, and this guy kept following us and following us and following us and following us. And didn't he say something to you eventually? Or did he just keep following us?
No, no. He chased us off, and then he was I think he was trying to get me to like delete it. No, I had to delete the picture off the camera.
Yeah, but it was a live. You said it as a live stream.
As if it was a live stream.
So
yeah,
it was a live thing. You couldn't delete out the camera, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You were not in. He was not in a restricted area. He was never in a restricted area.
But I was tall enough to see into the restricted area with it because I had the camera on. Yeah, I remember now. I had the camera on a stick, so I put the camera on the stick up over the fence and streamed in. I'm like, oh look, they're building Ratatouille because we used to do live streams from the park all the time, like on Facebook and stuff. And I was like, oh, cool. They're building Ratatouille. That's pretty cool. And the guy came flying out and he wanted me to, you need to delete those photos. I'm like, of what? A pile of dirt?
Plus, like it wasn't a photo. It was like a video.
It's just a pile of dirt.
Yeah, around the park. And it was funny because you never went any place you weren't supposed to go. And it was all visible from where we were standing. And you didn't have the stick. You just used your hand. But it was all visible from where we were.
You remember more about this stuff than I do. I did so much of it. I don't remember.
Because you didn't do anything. I was like, don't do anything, get in trouble. And you're like, I'm not going to go past where you're not allowed to. And you never did. You never did. And you never went into the restricted area. You never went past the cast member exit area. You stayed within the regular Disney guest area.
I did.
You just reached up and took some video.
I did.
And the guy chased us clear across.
I think did I have that on the live? I don't even remember because I think they deleted all those live streams, but I'm like, did I have that on the live stream? Like some guy's like, oh my God, here comes the Disney
Because we were like, because this is in France. And we went past Morocco.
Fake France, not actual France.
Right. I think they catch up to us. It was after Morocco. Was it closer to American
He
Adventure?
followed us like halfway through the World Showcase. I'm like, again.
It wasn't halfway, but he followed us for a while.
I'm like, dude, it is a pile of dirt. I didn't get anything juicy. There wasn't anything going on back there. I'm like, somebody needs a Snickers.
Yeah, but it was funny. Anyway, we just spent more time talking about that than we did about this video.
Well, because that was one of our many. God, we could do a whole thing about all of our many adventures.
The many adventures
in the Disney parks and the media thing and the whole. It was a very colorful time in our lives. We always had stories.
I was looking here at the different prices for paddlefish, and they're just like starters. Crab cakes, $20. Lobster corn dogs, market price. I didn't even tell you.
Oh yeah,
Soup
we used to
salads.
get. Yeah,
I'm looking down here.
We used to get the press release, and I was like, "Wait, is that an entree?" I'm like, "Holy hell, that's just
crab
a salad."
Guacamole, $38. It serves 4 though. And then they get to the seafood, boiled snow crab, $60, lobster, $70. I guess that's not that bad. It's pretty. I mean, it's still expensive, but it's not like terrible.
Well, Red Lobster's wasn't it like $100 for the boil?
Oh, here, a ribeye steak, $58. Filet mignon, $54. And these are for like little ones, like 8 ounce. Chicken breast, $25. Pork chop, $33. Pork belly, $35. Pastas are $32.
Okay, that's ridiculous. Like pasta, I'm like $1 box of pasta from the grocery store, and then some probably warmed up sauce, and there you go.
So that's the dinner menu. But yeah, their stuff's really expensive, which we already knew. I mean, you were going to go the one time for an event, but then you didn't end up going. I forget why. But
I think they wanted. I'm trying to remember because they used to have. So if you were on the so let me walk it back here a little bit. When you're on the Disney media list, you are expected to go to every damn thing they do, even if it's annoying as hell, and you don't want to go.
Even if it's just a cupcake reveal.
If it was a cupcake reveal, because I had to go down for like
some stuff though.
Yeah, they wanted me to go down for something. It was like one event, and it was just I think it was just Paddlefish, and we did run like the story on it. But I'm like, I am not because we live in Pennsylvania. I'm like, I'm not flying to Florida.
Yeah, but 1 month you literally flew to Florida. And then we were there with you in Florida. And then you were out in California.
Yes.
And then you were back to Florida again within a month.
I don't think people realize how much time we've clocked in the Disney parks. And they're like, you just hate Disney. You've probably never been. I'm like, oh my God. I have seen the backside of Mickey. I have seen bits of Mickey.
Yeah, you've never seen.
You will never see the parts of Mickey that I have seen. No. And then we did that for years. And, but yeah, we got lots.
You didn't have to wear scuba gear to do it. But yeah, so I guess finding this person, it's going to be interesting if they catch him because, like, wearing scuba gear so you can't see your face was actually kind of brilliant. But I do think they're going to probably, if I were a detective, I would be looking into people who work there because they knew when to hit, when they'd be counting the money, where they'd be to count the money. And it doesn't mean that someone didn't just study the layout, which you could easily do, or study the way people behaved around there and what their schedules were. But some of the things like where you're going to go to count exactly and where the safe, how would you know that?
Yeah.
It's not as easy as, I ate at the restaurant and scoped out the place. Or they're going to check security cameras. And if there's somebody who's lurking around repeatedly, either in the restaurant or outside the restaurant, there'll probably be a person of interest.
Most retail outlets, most restaurants, the statistic is that the person was an employee or was familiar with the workings of it because, a lot of times you have to coordinate and, it's hard to do if you're just an outsider.
I mean, and then to be like, to swim the whole way across. So they could have parked way far away. You never see them leave.
Yeah.
I'd say look for the person that smelled like fish, but the whole restaurant smelled like fish. So I don't think that's going to help.
I'm sure it's a man.
Yes, so, it was a dude.
So here's the thing. This is stagnant water in Florida.
Well, it's not really stagnant, but yeah,
it's just water in Florida. All the water.
I wouldn't go in the water, open water in Florida. I'm just saying.
All the water in Florida will kill you. All of it. It doesn't matter.
Plus, there's usually gators and all. If there's a waterway, there's a gator in it somewhere.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, it's amazing this guy. So, okay, is he the only one that actually made it? Was there like a scuba team that they were going to swim in and just like knock off all the restaurants in Disney Springs, but they all got eaten by gators and he was like the only one to make it? I don't know.
Think so, but Anyway, so there you go. Man. There's your daily dose of weird Disney, of disturbing Disney, of I don't know what to use as a D word, but
Disney, the big D, the D word. There you go. All right, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.